Good morning, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, today we'll be having private conference of three civil works project. But before we start, let us all stand for a prayer.
Manalangin tayo. Panginoong Diyos, itinataas namin ang iyong pangalan. Pinapupurihan at pinasasalamatan ka namin sa lahat ng iyong mga ginawa at pagpapala. Salamat sa panibagong araw na ipinagkaloob mo sa amin. At sa oras na ito na kami ay linat. Gabayan niyo po kami sa aming mga gawain. Bigyan mo po kami ng talino at lakas upang magampanan po namin ang aming mga tungkulin. Buksan mo po ang aming isip at puso sa mga bagong kaalaman na aming matututunan. At nawa ay maging kagamit-gamit ang mga ito sa aming buhay at sa pagtulong sa aming kapwa. Ikaw po nawa ang maluwalhati sa lahat ng aming katagumpayan sa araw na ito. Ito lamang po ang aming dalangin sa pangalan ni Jesus. Amen.
Let us all be seated. Once again, good morning to each and everyone, to our YouTube live viewers, fellow back members, secretariat, and technical working group. Before we start, may request our head secretariat, who are the invited observers for today's private conference. Engineer Augusto. Yes, before the selection of the uh, observers for today's private conference, kindly play Secretariat.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the selection of the observers for the private conference up to the opening of bids. Can you play the selection? Sir, for the selected official observer is from the Philippine Partnership for the Development of Human Resources in Rural Areas.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Augusto. So the selected observers for today is from the Philippine Rural Services. And aside from them, from the selected observer, who are the invited observers for today's private conference, Engineer Augusto?
Thank you, sir, for the notice of for the observers. Our official observers is from the resident auditor from the Commission on Audit, DPWH Nueva Vizcaya First District Engineering Office, Bayombong Nueva Vizcaya. Our second official is observer. The selected official observer is Mr. Caridad Corridor, National Coordinator from the Philippine Partnership for Development and Human Resources in Rural Areas, or PhilDHRRA, from Loyola Heights, Quezon City, and our third official observer from the NACAP, Engineer Gladys G. Tiburcio, alternate observer from Aritao, Nueva Vizcaya. So these are our three official observers for the private conference and up to the opening of bids. Thank you.
Again, thank you, Engineer Augusto. Uh, all of our invited observers are not present for today's private conference. Do you have any other invitation for them, Engineer Augusto?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we send them through my official email for the invitation to observers for contract ID number 24BI0079 to 24BI0081, dated March 27, 2024 at 3:33 p.m., sir.
So, aside from our other invitation, they are not present. So, we'll just continue the scheduled private conference of the three civil works project. Before we start, kindly read the attendance in your Augusto and declare if we have a quorum.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and pleasant morning to all and to all our YouTube live viewers. For the roll call of attendance for today's private conference for three civil works projects. From the bids and awards committee members composition, we have Engineer Valentino B. Sareno,
Present.
BAC Chairman, Chief Planning and Design Section, Engineer Danilo A. Bernabe,
Present.
BAC Vice Chairman, Chief Quality Assurance Section, Engineer Reden A. Milyare,
Present.
BAC Secretariat, BAC Regular Member, from the Construction Section, Architect I.B.O. Salazar,
Present.
Provisional Member and User for all types of project procurement, Engineer Jermaine B. Benavista, Provisional and User from the Planning and Design Section, Engineer Bayani F. Molina, Provisional Member and User from the Construction Section. And for the roll call, sir, of the BAC Secretariat, yours truly, Brian L. G. Augusto, Head. For the BAC Secretariat members, we have Mr. Remigio A. Santos, Member, BAC Secretariat, Ms. Ande Erica Fatima P. Cabang, Member, BAC Secretariat, Mr. Allen Edward G. Damaso, BAC Secretariat Member, Mr. Jesus Ibutak, BAC Secretariat Member, and Ms. Lutgarda D. Reyes, BAC Secretariat Member. And for the Technical Working Group, sir, we have Engineer Narcisa M. Santos, TWG Member. And for the technical personnel, sir, who prepared the plans and DEDs, we have Maria Teresita Enon, from representative from the maintenance section. So majority, sir, of the bids and awards committee composition is hereby present for today's private conference. Therefore, there is a constitution of a quorum. Thank you.
Again, thank you, Engineer Brian Neil Augusto, for reading the attendance for today's private conference. Since majority of the BAC members are present, as BAC Chair, I now declare that this procurement activity is officially open and in order. But before I proceed for the agenda for today, I would like first to read the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulation of Republic Act 9184 and latest GPPP issuances for Section 29 for private conference. The private conference shall discuss, clarify, and explain, among other things, the eligibility requirements and the technical and financial components of the contract to be bid, including questions and clarifications raised by the prospective bidders before and during the private conference. Private conference may be conducted in person or face-to-face through video conferencing, webcasting, or similar technology or combination thereof. Procuring entities with video conferencing capabilities that have manufacturers, suppliers, distributors, contractors, and or consultants that also have video conferencing capabilities may conduct their pre-bidding conference electronically. The private conference is open to prospective bidders, and in case of procurement of consulting services, the shortlisted bidder, but attendance shall not be mandatory. For 22.4, the minutes of the private conference shall be recorded and prepared not later than 5 calendar days after the private conference and shall be made available to prospective bidders not later than 5 days upon written request. Decisions of the BAC amending any provisions of the bidding documents shall be issued in writing through a supplemental bid bulletin at least 7 calendar days before the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. That is Section 22, which is a private conference of the revised implementing rules and regulation of Republic Act 9184. In addition, I would like also to read for the benefit of our YouTube live viewers, especially our prospective bidders, the GPP Resolution number 15, 2021, dated 14 October 2021, for the Certificate of Platinum Registration. Whereas Section 8.52 of the 2016 Revised Implementing Rules of Republic Act Number 9184 mandates all prospective bidders to upload in the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System or PILGEPS and maintain current and updated the following Class A eligibility documents under Section 23, 1A and 24.1A of the same implementing rules and regulation. Number 1, registration certificate. Number 2, mayor's business permit or its equivalent document. Number 3, tax clearance. Number 4, Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board pickup license and registration. And number 5, audited financial statements. This is the GBB Resolution number 15, 2021, dated 14 October 2021. So to continue, this is the agenda for today. Our first agenda, the basic contract data to be presented to us by the representative of the from the maintenance section, Madam Teresita, Teresita, non? The three projects with the contract ID number 24BI0079, 24BI0080, and 24BI0081. For the second agenda, requirements of bidding documents to be presented to us by our Head Secretariat Engineer Brian Neil Augusto. For the third agenda, documents to be submitted by the bidder, including technical and financial proposals, also from the Secretariat through Engineer Brian Neil Augusto. For the fourth agenda, criteria and procedure for the preliminary examination of the bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award through our provisional member for all types of procurement, Architect Ivy Salazar. For the fifth agenda, questions, comments from the bidders, and replies of the BAC and other representative of procuring entity, the BAC and the prospective bidders. Summary proceeding, including bid bulletins, addenda to be issued if any. And the last one, other matters. So, for the first agenda, basic contract data. Madam Teresita Non will present to us the scope of work and details the basic contract data of this project. For the first project, contract ID 24BI0079. Madam Teresita Non, take it away.
Good morning, everyone. The basic contract data for our first project with contract ID 24BI0079. Name of project, repair, maintenance of DPWH building, administrative building phase 3, located at Bayombong, Nueva Vizcaya, with an approved budget of 800,000 pesos. Project description, extension of construction section, repair of ceiling and lightings. Duration, 72 calendar days. Cost of bid documents, 500 pesos. And the source of fund, is from MOOE OPB 2024. Next, please. Ay, yan po. Ayan po yung site development plan dito sa ating office. Yung naka-red ink po ang main building kung nasaan ang construction section ng proposed extension project. Next po. Yan po ang existing building ng admin building natin. Next. Yan po yung part na ma-renovate. Next, please. Yan po yung ma-extend na part, sir, sa may monitoring unit at yung kitchen ng construction section. At maglalagay din po ng CR para sa Chief of Construction Section. Next. Ayan po. Next po. Magpo-provide din po ng additional 8 lightings at saka 2 fan para sa proposed extension. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Madam Teresa Non. Secretariat, does anyone from our YouTube live viewers, especially our prospective bidders, have questions or clarification regarding the PERS project with contract ID number 24BI0079? None, being none. Fellow back members, let's start from provisional member from the Planning and Design section. Do you have any amendment for the PERS project?
Mr. Chair, query ko lang dun sa kasama ba yung pati mga cubicle, mga ganun dun sa contract?
Hindi po, sir.
Hindi kasama. So, parang purely construction lang siya, walang
Extension
mga
lang po.
accessories,
Apo.
parang gano'n. Kasi ibig sabihin, ibang separate siguro yung magiging kontrata ng mga cubicle to na ilalagay doon sa extension niya.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for that, I have no amendment, Mr. Chair.
Noted. How about our provisional member from all types of procurement, Architect IB Salazar?
Itatanong ko lang kung na-include ba sa program yung aircon?
Hindi po,
May
ma'am. Hindi po kasama.
Yun lang.
So noted. So our
Yes po.
back regular member, Engineer Reden Milyare,
No amendments, Mr. Chair.
noted. Our back Vice Chair, Engineer Danilo A. Bernabe,
No amendments, Mr. Chair.
noted. Since majority of the back members have no amendment for this first project with contract ID number 24BI0079, then we'll adopt the basic contract data as advertised. Take note, Secretariat.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
Let's continue for the second project with contract ID number 24BI0080. Madam Teresita Non, take it away.
Here's the basic contract data for 24BI0080. The name of project, Repair Maintenance of DILG-Bureau of Fire Protection, BFP Bagabag, located at Bagabag, Nueva Vizcaya, with an approved budget of 800,000 pesos. Project description, repair of ceiling, electrical works, and repainting of walls. Duration, 72 calendar days. Cost of bid documents, 500 pesos. And source of fund, MOOE OPB 2024. Slide. Yan po ang existing building natin ngayon sa BFP Bagabag. Next. Yung naka-red ink po, yun po yung proposed na papalitan, yung door po ng station office at saka door ng office ng chief. Tapos yung plumbing fixtures po ng kanilang CR. At saka partition wall sa dining area po at saka reception area. Next po. Yan po. At dyan po sa reflected ceiling plan, makikita po napapalitan po yung buong ceiling ng building kasi talagang sira na siya. At yung sa tiles naman po ng dining area at ng kitchen, papalitan din pong buo at saka sa office ng chief. Yung front elevation at saka rear elevation, marirepaint din po yan. Sa right side at left side ng firewall, marirepaint pong buo. Yan lang.
Thank you, Madam Teresita Noon. Again, from our YouTube live viewers, especially our prospective bidders, does anyone have questions or clarification regarding this second project with contract ID number 24BI0080? None? So, fellow back members, let's start from the provisional member from the Planning and Design section, Engineer Jermin Buenavista.
Mr. Chair, tungkol doon sa, di ba mapapalitan na ng ceiling niya?
Yes.
So anong cost nung ano ba't na-dilapidate due to rain kaya? Ano yung bubong niya okay pa?
Actually, sige.
Sige ko. Baka,
Opo, no.
o kasi wala siyang repair dun sa bubong. Nabisita siguro naman yung bubong kaya.
Yung ceiling lang po na bakbak na.
Siguro nabisita yung ceiling, ay yung ano mismo bubong siguro.
Sa roofing wala.
Opo, sir, hindi lang po naidagdag. Dalawang door po.
Yung roofing hindi kasali.
Hindi po kasali ang roofing, ceiling lang. Kapapalit lang po kasi ng roofing nila. Opo. Opo.
Okay, do you have any other clarification?
No other clarification, Mr. Chair.
Noted. Or provisional member for all types of procurement, Architect IB Salazar?
I have no amendments, Mr. Chair.
Noted. Or back regular member, Engineer Reden A. Milyare?
No amendments, Mr. Chair.
Noted. Or back Vice Chair, Engineer Danilo A. Bernabe?
No amendments, Mr. Chair.
Noted. Since majority of the back members have no amendment for this particular project with contract ID number 24BI0080, we will adopt the basic contract data as advertised. Take note, Secretariat.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
For the third civil works project with contract ID number 24BI0081, again, Madam Teresita Non, take it away.
For contract ID 24BI0081, the name of project, repair, maintenance of DILG-Bureau of Fire Protection, BFP Bayombong, located at Bayombong, Nueva Vizcaya, with an approved budget of 800,000 pesos. Project description, repair of wall at rooftop, electrical works, and repainting of walls. Duration, 72 calendar days. Cost of bid documents, 500 pesos, and the source of fund, MOOE OPB 2024. Yan po ang vicinity map kung saan located ang BFP Bayombong. Sa tabi lang po ng MHO sa may Salvacion, Nueva Vizcaya. Naka-encroach set. Opo, may part. Opo. 3 stories. Third, third, tabi ng kalsada, sir. Is ng bubong. Wala. Okay na po. Next po. Yan, yan po yung existing building natin. Sa third floor po yung gagawing repair. Naka-include. Yung rampa niya. Okay na po. Next po. Yung repair pong gagawin natin sa third floor lang po siya. Yan po, makikita na yung lalagyan po ng tiles ang kitchen sink nila. Opo. At saka lalagyan din po ng walls na yung, kasi open po yung third, yung sa taas nila, sa third floor nila. Open, kaya lalagyan na po ng walls. Tapos, next po. Tapos, ipapalitan din po ang tiles po ng buong kitchen at dining area. Next po. Ayan po. At saka i-repaint din po yan. Buong building po i-repaint. Next po. Ayun lang po. Repaint. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Madam Teresita Non. So, from our YouTube live viewers, especially our prospective bidders, does anyone have questions or clarification regarding this third project with contract ID number 24BI0081? None? So, fellow back members, let's start from Engineer Jermin Buenavista, provisional member from the Planning and Design section.
Mr. Chair, ano ko lang doon, clarification doon sa source of fund niya. Kasi regular infra, sabi niya doon kanina eh.
Po error, sir. Ang fund po niya AMOA OPB.
OPB. Pero
2024.
advertise OPB.
Iba
Kasi
po yung
nakalagay doon,
advertise.
iba yung nakalagay doon
Mm.
kanina. Oo, pang
Yeah.
regular infra.
Also, as per
Sa, yeah. Yun daw pang na-advertise.
sa advertisement, sir, is yung dalawang project is yung first is OPB, pero yung second project is as per dito sa binigay na POW is yun po GAAFY 2024 RA 1175, yun po yung nakopy sa ITB. So
OPB po dapat siya.
yung first project is ang source of fund niya is OPB 2024. Yung dalawang project, sir, or contract ID number. Other public buildings, sir.
Pare-parehas.
Ibang budget. Iba po. Opo. Opo.
So, source of fund lang dapat dito. Na-advertise yung gabi dito. Sige. for the three. Tanong pare-parehas.
Dalawa, sir. Dalawa po.
Okay, that is for clarification. So, for take note, Engineer Augusto, for the source of fund, so it should be the same from the first project, OPB 2024, other public buildings 2024. Yun bang nakalagay sa kwan? SAA niya? OPB lang? 2024?
Opo.
OPB?
Opo.
Wala yung parang may mga number, ganun. Okay. Sige, Ber. Yung, do.
MOOH, sir. Opo. OPB, sir. OPB 2020. Yes, sir.
Pwede yung ilagay. O dash.
Dash, sir.
OPB. Mm.
OPB.
So, take note, you.
Bigyan ka ng sound.
Oh. So, para,
Opo.
okay, we'll issue bid bulletin for the three particular project using the SAA. Take note, Engineer Augusto, for the three project from 24 BI 0079, 24 BI 0080, and 24 BI 0081. Any other clarification?
Other, Mr. Chair. Regarding, ano nga doon sa perspective niya. Ayan, yung, di ba sa third floor yung gagawin? Kasama ba yung plastering nun at ipipainting lahat, di ba?
Opo.
Kasama yon yung nasira na yon. Kasi wala doon.
Repair din
Kasama
ng wall.
naman.
Bago i-paint, sir, syempre ayusin.
Repair din ng wall.
Sigurado ko lang pa.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all. So, for our provisional member for all types of procurement, Architect Ivy Salazar. The NB.
No amendment, sir.
Noted. Our PAC regular member, Engineer Reden Milyare.
Query lang, sir. May ceiling ba yung third floor?
Wala po, sir.
Wala. So yung electrical works, lightings dun sa third floor.
Yung tiles lang po. Bakit yung lighting, sir, ilalagay namin?
Ceiling. Okay. Yun lang po, sir. As per basic contract data, yung source of fund lang din, sir. Thank you.
Okay, noted. Our PAC Vice Chair, Engineer Danilo E. Bernabe. Do you have any clarification? Okay.
No amendments to the advertised bid.
No.
Ano nandiyan? Bid documents. Yun lang kailangan nating i-check or supplemental bid bulletin regarding the sources of funds. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Noted. So, since we have no amendment for the project description, only for the three, to sum it up for the three projects, the source of fund. Take note, Engineer Augusto for these three projects.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
So for the second agenda, requirements of bidding documents. Again, Mary Engineer Augusto, for the requirements of bidding documents, kindly present.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And for the agenda number 2, for the requirements of the bidding documents for the three civil works projects with contract ID number 24BI0079, repair maintenance of DPWH building, administrative building, phase 3, Bayombong, Nueva Vizcaya, for contract ID number 24BI0080, repair maintenance of DILG-Bureau of Fire Protection, BFP, Bagabag, Nueva Vizcaya, and for contract ID number 24BI0081, repair maintenance of DILG, Bureau of Fire Protection, BFP, Bayombong, Nueva Vizcaya, are applicable for these three civil works projects, sir. For ITB clause 14.2A, 4B, the minimum work experience for the key personnel are the following. For the key personnel, we have the project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, and foreman. Minimum years of similar experience, same position is 3 years. Minimum years of total experience work experience, same position is 3 years. For ITB 14.2A4, the minimum major equipment requirements are the following. For the description, we have cargo, service truck, 9 to 10 metric tons, required unit is 1. Dump truck, required unit is 1. For the laboratory equipment, please refer to the Department Order number 11, series of 2017, for the minimum materials testing equipment, and the Department Order number 127, series of 2018, strict application of Republic Act 9184, the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts within the DPWH. Sir, that's all for the requirements of the bidding documents applicable for the three civil works projects. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Brian L. Augusto, our Head Secretariat, for the second agenda. Again, for the third agenda, documents to be submitted by the bidder, including technical and financial proposal. Again, through our Head Secretariat, Engineer Brian Neil Augusto.
Thank you again, Mr. Bakchair. And for the agenda number 3, the documents to be submitted by the bidder, including technical and financial proposal, will be paid to a audio recording presentation, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Secretariat, please play the audio presentation, pre-recorded audio presentation.
Technical and financial components. Number 1, technical component envelope, Class A documents. For legal documents, letter A, valid field registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages. Or letter B, registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission, Department of Trade and Industry for sole proprietorship, or Cooperative Development Authority for cooperatives or its equivalent document. And letter C, mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. And letter D, tax clearance per EO number 398, series of 2005, as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. For technical documents, letter E, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. And letter F, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or SLC similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. And letter G, Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB license, or special PCAB license in case of joint ventures. And registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. And letter F, original copy of bid security in the form of surety bond. Submit also the certification issued by the Insurance Commission, or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. And letter I, project requirements, which shall include the following. First, organizational chart for the contract to be bid. Second, list of contractors' key personnel, for example, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, safety officer, and foreman, to be assigned to the contract to be bid, with their complete qualification and experience data. Third, list of contractors' major equipment units, which are owned, leased, and/or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor, vendor, or the duration of the project, as the case may be. And last, list of contractors' minimum material testing equipment, which are owned as per Department Order Number 11, Series of 2017. For letter J, original duly signed Omnibus Sworn Statement o OSS, and if applicable, original notarized secretary's certificate in case of corporation, partnership, or cooperatives, or original special power of attorney of all members of joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and to do acts to represent the bidder. For financial documents, letter K, the prospective bidders audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities is stamp received by BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. And letter L, the prospective bidders' computation of net financial contracting capacity or NFCC, Class B documents. Letter M, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement or JVA in accordance with the Republic Act number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statement from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. Number 2, financial component envelope. Letter N, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form and other documentary requirements under Republic Act number 9184. Letter O, original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. And letter P, duly accomplished detailed estimate form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rental used in coming up with the bid. And letter Q, cash flow by quarter.
Okay, that's all. Thank you for the second agenda. Third agenda. For the fourth agenda, criteria and procedure for the preliminary examination of the bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post qualification and award. Again, through the secretariat, Engineer Brian Nilagusto.
Thank
For
you,
the-
Miss. Thank you, Mr. Chair, and for the criteria and procedure for the preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award will be played through audio recording presentation, sir. Thank you.
Secretariat, please play the audio, pre-recorded audio presentation for the fourth agenda.
Pre-bid conference. Detailed evaluation of bids. For the procurement of goods and infrastructure projects, the BAC shall evaluate the financial component of the bids to determine the lowest calculated bid using the following steps. The BAC shall immediately conduct a detailed evaluation of all bids using non-discretionary criteria in considering the following. Completeness of the bid. Unless the instructions to bidders specifically allow partial bids, bid not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including, or applicable, bill of quantities, shall be considered non-responsive and thus automatically disqualified. In this regard, where a required item is provided but no price is indicated, the same shall be considered as non-responsive. But specifying a zero or a dash for the said item would mean that it is being offered for free to the government, except those required by law or regulations to be provided for. Arithmetical corrections. Consider computational errors and omissions to enable proper comparison of all eligible bids. It may also consider bid modifications if expressly allowed in the bidding documents. Any adjustment shall be calculated in monetary terms to determine the calculated prices. The BAC shall evaluate all bids on an equal footing to ensure fair and competitive bid comparison. For this purpose, all bidders shall be required to include the cost of all taxes, such as, but not limited to, value-added tax, income tax, local taxes, and other fiscal levies and duties, which shall be itemized in bid form and reflected in the detailed estimates. Such bids, including said taxes, shall be basis for bid evaluation and comparison. In case of discrepancies between bid prices in figures and in words, the latter shall prevail. Between total price per item and unit price for the item as extended or multiplied by the quantity of that item, the latter shall prevail. Between stated total price and the actual sum of prices of component items, the latter shall prevail. Between unit cost in the detailed estimate and unit cost in the bill of quantities, the latter shall prevail. Post-qualification. Objective and process of post-qualification. The lowest calculated bid shall undergo post-qualification in order to determine whether the bidder concerned complied with and is responsive to all the requirements and conditions as specified in the bidding documents. Within 5 calendar days from receipt by the bidder of the notice from the BAC that the bidder has the lowest calculated bid, the bidder shall submit to the BAC its latest income and business tax returns and other appropriate licenses and permits required by law and stated in the bidding documents. Failure to submit any of the post-qualification requirements on time or a finding against the veracity thereof shall disqualify the bidder for award, provided that in the event that a finding against the veracity of any of the documents submitted is made, it shall cause the forfeiture of the bid security in accordance with Section 69 of this IRR. The post-qualification shall verify, validate, and ascertain all statements made and documents submitted by the bidder with the lowest calculated bid using non-discretionary criteria as stated in the bidding documents. These criteria shall consider but shall not be limited to the following. Legal requirements. To verify, validate, and ascertain licenses, certificates, permits, and agreements submitted by the bidder, and the fact that it is not included in any blacklist as provided in Section 25.3 of this IRR. For this purpose, the GPPB shall maintain a consolidated file of all blacklisted suppliers, contractors, and consultants. Technical requirements. To determine compliance of the infrastructure projects offered with the requirements specified in the bidding documents, including, where applicable, verification and validation of the bidder's stated competence and experience, and the competence and experience of the bidder's key personnel to be assigned to the project for the procurement of infrastructure projects. Verification of availability and commitment and/or inspection and testing for the required capacities and operating conditions of equipment unit to be owned, leased, under, purchased by the bidder for use in the contract. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project or a negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on ongoing contracts within 7 calendar days and to complete them within 30 calendar days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and deficiencies.
failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance within 30 calendar days and complete them within 90 days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and failures, or substandard quality of work as per contract plans and specifications, or unsatisfactory performance of the contractor's obligations as per contract terms and conditions at the time of inspection. If the BAC verifies any of these deficiencies to be due to the contractor's fault or negligence, the agency shall disqualify the contractor from the award for the procurement of infrastructure projects.
That's all, sir, for the agenda number 4, the criteria and procedure for the preliminary examination of the bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award. Thank you.
Again, thank you, Secretariat, through Engineer Brian L. Augusto for the fourth agenda. So, for the fifth agenda, questions, comments from bidders, and replies of BAC and other representatives of procuring entity. Again, may I ask the Secretariat, through our YouTube live viewers, does anyone have questions or clarification for this three civil works project? None. So for a summary of proceedings, including bid bulletins addenda to be issued. To sum it up, for the three civil works project with contract ID number 24BI0079, 24BI0080, and 24BI0081. Take note, Secretariat, that will issue a supplemental bid bulletin regarding the source of fund should be all of should be OPB 2024-MOOE.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you. For the other matters, do Secretariat, do you have any announcement, reminders to make? Engineer Augusto?
Yes, Mr. Chair, and we have an announcement reminder, sir, for the next procurement activities.
Again, please kindly read all the details of the next procurement activity.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the announcement reminders for the next procurement activity, which is the opening of bids. Date and time, April 11, 2024 at 9:01 a.m. Venue, DPWH Function Hall, Bayombong, Nueva Vizcaya for 4 civil works projects and 1 goods and services under small value procurement. For the first project, we have the contract ID number 24BI0075. Name of the project, concreting of Magsaysay Hill, San Antonio North FMR. Location of the project is at Barangay Magsaysay Hills, Bambang, Nueva Vizcaya, with an approved budget for the contract or ABC of 14,925,000 pesos and a project description of concreting of 6.10 with Barangay Road. Project duration of 150 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents is 25,000 and the source of fund of FY 2024 DAFMR. For the second project, sir, with contract ID number 24BI0076, name of the project, Convergence and Special Support Program, construction / rehabilitation of water supply / septage and sewerage / rainwater collector system. Location of the project is at Bambang, Bayombong, Quezon, Villaverde, Nueva Vizcaya, with approved budget for the contract or ABC of 2,895,000 pesos and a project description of installation of 10 units rainwater collector system with accessories to include pedestal, gutter, pipes and fittings, concrete floor slab, and concrete masonry backsplash and a project duration of 165 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents is 5,000 and the source of fund of FY 2024 RA 11975, regular 2024 current. For the third project, sir, with contract ID number 24BI0077, name of the project, Organizational Outcome 2, protects lives and properties against major floods, flood management program, construction / rehabilitation of flood mitigation facilities within major river basins and principal rivers, construction of San Fernando Section 2, Bambang, Nueva Vizcaya. Location of the project is at Bambang, Nueva Vizcaya with an indicative with approved budget for the contract or ABC of 49 million pesos and a project description of construction of 300 linear meter slope protections, steel sheet piles with embankment, with a project duration of 227 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents is 25,000, and a source of fund of FY 2024 regular infra. For the fourth project, sir, with contract ID number 24BI0078, name of the project, Construction and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Buildings / Facilities to Support Social Services, Construction, Completion of Multipurpose Building, Barangay Butao. Location of the project is at DILG Nueva Vizcaya with an approved budget for the contract or ABC of 3,465,000 pesos and a project description of construction of 15 by 25 meter covered court, project duration of 130 calendar days, cost of bidding documents is 5,000 and a source of fund of FY 2024 regular. For the goods and services, sir, with contract ID number 24GBI37, name of the project, procurement of 4-cart printer ink to 5A1 block, etc. for use of DPWH and first DEO. Location of the project is at Bayombong, Nueva Vizcaya, with an approved budget for the contract or ABC of 295,805 pesos and a duration of 30 calendar days. Sir, that's all for the announcement reminders for the next procurement activities. Thank you.
Again, thank you, Engineer Brian Neil Agusto, our Head Secretariat, for the announcement of 4 civil works project and 1 goods and services. Again, this to remind fellow back members for our jury duty for the next procurement activity. So, do you have any other questions or clarifications or any other concerns, fellow back members? Being none, can I hear a motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chair, since we have done with the pre-bid conference of 3 civil works project and announcement has been done for the next procurement activity, which is on April 11, 2024, for 4 civil works and 1 goods and services. And there are no more queries from our social media followers. I now move for the adjournment of this procurement activity.
I second that, Mr. Chair.
Since it moved and seconded that this procurement activity as back chair, I now declare that this private conference dated April 5, 2024 is officially closed. Magandang umaga sa ating lahat and thank you for watching and God bless us all.